Right now, West Africa is battling the worst Ebola outbreak in history. Some 10,000 people have the virus. Half of those have died. In the U.S., doctors and nurses who have treated Ebola and patients and have survived found the cure really in an unlikely place, a tobacco field. Tonight, how the plant that is blamed for killing people who smoke and chew it is now saving lives in a homegrown cure. You're looking at what some say is the center of the universe right now.
We feel blessed that we have such out-of-the-box thinkers.
Kentucky Bioprocessing in Owensboro, the site of a scientific revolution, the place where Ebola met its match.
It tells the world these kinds of discoveries can happen anywhere.
Even in tobacco country. In the leaves of a plant maligned for years, blamed for countless deaths. Now saving lives.
You know, this is redemption for that plant.
I wasn't really prepared for the death that I was going to see. That's the hardest part.
Allison Ralston
Okay.
is back from treating Ebola patients in Liberia.
You been doing okay?
Doing good.
The physician assistant in Columbia, Tennessee, got to see the miracle drug made in Kentucky tobacco firsthand. When the drug, now known as ZMapp, was flown to Africa just in time to save now well-known U.S. doctors Kent Brantley and Nancy Wrightbull.
Things got really crazy and Dr. Kent and Nancy got sick. I was involved in taking care of both of them. He got the antibody in Africa. I was the caregiver that took care of him 3 times that day.
Longtime farmer Billy Joe Miles.
If you smell that tobacco, it's got a sweet smell.
Is an agricultural entrepreneur.
Tried to be involved with what's happening all over the world, and it'll actually cure up in the barn.
Miles realized the potential years ago in growing cures in tobacco when he saw the plant injected with disease.
It would spread over that plant, and that plant would fight that, and it would cure itself.
But with so much promise within reach, the original company working to make medicine in tobacco went bankrupt.
There were a lot of visionaries who stuck with it.
So then I had to get out and make it happen.
As board chairman of UK and at the hospital in Owensboro, Miles leveraged his connections to raise money to save the plant and save lives.
It's obvious what was going to happen. It was so obvious. It's just a miracle. And to know people are alive today because of that.
And the tobacco settlement from the 1990s, when tobacco companies had to pay $206 billion to states to treat sick smokers, has a line in this story, too. The irony? It was actually money from the tobacco settlement used to build that plant that's now making today's Ebola drug. Tobacco has certainly come full circle.
It's almost like a fairy tale that tobacco and the poison in tobacco is going to save the lives of the people with Ebola.
Better yet, it's cheaper and faster to make drugs like ZMapp in a tobacco leaf.
It's going to cost pennies to produce a drug in tobacco compared to the way they originally did it.
Scientist Kenneth Palmer with the University of Louisville.
It's a common genetic engineering technique. It just happens that the plant-based system is quite well suited to making antibodies.
Antibodies that kickstart the immune system to fight the deadly disease. The tobacco plant used in the Ebola cocktail is a close cousin to this tobacco used for chewing and smoking, a plant that has certainly redeemed itself with life-saving work. Now, Kentucky Bioprocessing is the site of hope across the world.
Those folks are working around the clock right now, 24/7, to get this product out to where it needs to be.
And Ralston feels blessed to be on the front lines of a scientific breakthrough.
I feel God's heart of those people dying. I would like to go back. I think about them often.
A lot of hope there, but again, ZMapp has not been approved by the FDA on humans. As we reported earlier this week, Vanderbilt has also isolated an antibody to fight Ebola, and there are vaccines in development right now as well.